In this lecture, we will learn about activity steps. Sometimes we may want to follow or track an activity very precisely. For that purpose, we may need to divide an activity into various steps. Or sometimes we may want to track the progress of an activity at different intervals. For that purpose, we will divide the activity further into its steps. In order to create activity steps, there are two ways of creating activity steps. One is by creating steps for each activity one by one, and another is by using activity step template, both of which I am going to show you in this lecture. So let's say we have an activity here which is construction of concrete foundations. If I want to create activity steps for this activity, I'll select this activity, and under the details pane I'll go to steps tab. In steps tab I have this option here, add and add from template. First we are going to add directly. Let's say I divide this activity into 3 steps. So I'll simply click add 3 times, and for example the construction of concrete foundation has 3 steps. First step is of form work, second step is let's say steel work, and third step is pouring of concrete. So once I have created these steps, I will assign weights to each step in order to track the progress of this activity. Let's say for form work, if form work is completed, this activity is 20% or 30% complete. Similarly, if form work and steel work is complete, this activity is 60% complete or 80% complete, and finally the remaining 20% with pouring concrete. For that purpose, I'll right click here and select customize steps column, and from the general option here I'll select step weight and click apply. As you can see here, by default it has assigned equivalent weight to all activities, to all steps. But let's say form work takes 20%, steel work takes 50%, and concrete pouring takes 20% also. So I will simply assign the weight of 0.2 to form work, 0.6 to steel work, and 0.2 to pouring concrete. Now if I again right click and select customize again and bring step weight percentage column, when I click apply, it will show me the weight percentage of each step. Form work has a percentage of 20, steel work has a percentage of 60, and pouring concrete has a percentage of 80. So if I want to track this activity at different intervals, if my form work is complete, I can click here completed. Similarly, if my steel work is complete, I can click here completed. And if my pouring of concrete is complete, I can click here completed. Now another way of adding activity steps is by using the template. For example, if we have this construction of concrete foundations 5 or 6 times in our schedule, or let's say 10 times in our schedule, or any other activity which is repeated for which the steps are same. So instead of writing the steps one by one, we can simply create a step template. In order to create an activity step template, I'll go to the enterprise option and select activity step templates. It opens me a new window of activity step templates. I'll click add to create a new template, and I will name this template, let's say concrete template. After naming the template, I'll add the steps of this template here by clicking the add button, since I need 3 steps for this, which are form work, steel work, and pouring concrete. And in the similar way, I'll assign its weight as I have assigned earlier. Let's say 20% or 0.2 for form work, 0.6 for steel work, and 0.2 for pouring concrete. As you can see here, it shows me the step count of the template also. I have 3 steps, so it automatically shows me here 3 steps. Once I have done this, I'll close this window. And let's say now I want to assign activity steps to this activity, construction of concrete foundations. Now instead of using it one by one, I'll simply click here, add from template, and select that template. And then I can assign this template to any activity which I want. For example, construction of superstructure. Simply click add from template and select the template. So you can create different types of templates for different types of activities and assign the steps very quickly, and track your activities on the basis of the steps completed.